In today's video, we're going to discuss 3 knight heroes that I want to see in Year 2 of For Honor. These heroes are just a fantasy at this point, are in no way confirmed to be part of the game. Once you have finished the video, let me know in the comment section what kind of knight heroes that you want to see in the Year 2 of For Honor. My name is FinestFellaz, and this is the first video in a new 3-part series that I'm going to be doing. In other videos, I will discuss 3 Vikings and 3 Samurai that I would like to see included in the hero roster. To get things started off, we have the Roman Legionary. First, I'll give a small background of this Roman Legionary, and then I'll talk about how he would perform in the game. The Roman Legionary was a professional heavy infantryman of the Roman army after the Moravian reforms. Legionaries had to be Roman citizens under the age of 45, and they enlisted in a legion for 25 years of service, which is a change from the early practice of the Roman army that men would only enlist for a single campaign. The last 5 years on a veteran were lighter duties, and at the end of their service, Roman legionaries would receive a small allotment of land or a monetary equivalent. The average Roman soldier would have an armament of a gladius sword, 1 tower shield, 2 javelins, and a spear. The Roman would also be wearing a full set of plate armor and a vest of chainmail. The use of Roman swords was well coordinated. Weapons training required soldiers to get accustomed to the heavy shield, to know how to use the weapon, to predict timing, and to deliver blows without exposing oneself to danger. So as you can tell, the Roman would be a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield. In my opinion, I think that the Roman Legionary should serve in the Vanguard class, mainly because the Vanguards that we have in the game so far have a very small but very useful moveset. So the Roman would have a lot of protection from his shield, he would be very effective with his sword thrusting heavy attacks, and would benefit from the use of long-range javelins, which could just be part of his feats. Also, the Roman Legionary could use a series of quick lightning light attacks, such as the Valkyrie. She has very annoying light attacks, so the Roman Legionary could have very quick, very lightning fast lightning attacks just like her. Also, like the Roman Centurion that we have in the game so far, the Roman Legionary that we would use could have some form of unblockable in the form of, say, a heavy unblockable or something along those lines. The second character that we have on the list is not one that I have a ton of information on, but he is none other than the Knight Templar or the Crusader. The Templar, also known as a Knight Templar, member of the Poor Knights of Christ and the Temple of Solomon, a righteous military order of knighthood established at the time of the Crusades that became a model and inspiration for other military orders. The Knights Templar were clad in armor similar to what we have with the Warden, and I know it's very similar to what we have as the Warden, but the Warden's got the long European broadsword and a crap ton of armor, whereas our Knight Templar, he is a warrior priest that devoted his life to God and would fight and die in his name. On that note, I think that he should be given an armament of a longsword and a kite shield. So he's not exactly similar to the Warden, you know, because our Templar or Knight Templar would have a shield, you know, so that you can see in these pictures here. It'd be really cool as well if you could have different variants of outfits. You know, with the Crusader cross displayed for everyone to see, you know, you could have the cross and the shield as well, you know, that white tunic, and just looking very, very awesome. I think that the Templar belongs in the heavy class, mainly because he was the tank of his day. He was, like I said, clad in armor, he had that big shield, he would usually wear some sort of heavy armored helmet, and he would charge at the front lines with his brothers in arms, and they would break the enemy ranks and send them packing, you know, all in the name of God, of course. So the Templar, I think, would be an excellent addition to the Knights roster. The third and final character that I wanted to talk about today doesn't really belong in any of the factions that we have currently, but if he was to be assigned to one of them, it would fit the Knights, I suppose, you know, why not? That, of course, being the Spartan. This giant man dressed in the finest bronze armor would be one of the deadliest men on the field, or, you know, so his reputation would say. The Spartan army stood at the center of the Spartan state, whose citizens were trained in the discipline and honor of the warrior society. Subject to military drill from early manhood, the Spartans were one of the most feared military forces in the Greek world. At the height of Sparta's power between the 6th and 4th centuries BC, it was commonly accepted that one Spartan was worth several men of any other state. Now, if they could bring this character's history and if they could bring the fear of this particular character into the For Honor world, I think it would be absolutely fantastic. Now, the weapons and armor of a Spartan was a full set of bronze helmet, breastplate, and forearm plates. He would use weapons such as the Dory, which was a spear that was between 7 to 8 feet long. He would also carry 2 swords, one being a Xiphos and one being a Kopis. Very deadly swords used in phalanx formation battles to stab the enemy's neck or groin, which was favored by most Spartans. He also had his bronze shield, and the main purpose of the Spartan shield was defensive. However, Spartans used it to bash their opponents. This could be used to stun them, knock them to the ground, or get some room to use another weapon. The shield could also be used as a killing weapon outright, its weight and thin edge making a superb blunt weapon. And that's really it, guys, for this video. That's the 3 characters that I would like to see added to the Knights faction in Year 2 of For Honor. Now, all of these are just fantasy and speculation. None of these are, they don't really sound very balanced, you know, they don't sound very good for most of the characters we have so far. But if you could, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, it would do me a huge favor. And I will be doing videos like this every week, and I also live stream every day, guys. I do live stream For Honor most days. So, until next time, guys, this is FinestFellaz signing out for now. I'm gonna see you all on the next one. See ya!